Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are back again, and today is a very wonderful day. I think they kind of took a sneak preview into my closet, and they have. I don't know what to say. You guys are looking like we are playing for the same team. Yes, we are playing for the same team, but we should next time you should let me know you want to come.
No, but you're looking on point.
Oh, my brother,
model like
GQ. No pictures, please. I can say the same about you guys. You guys are working it out. I mean, it's looking good. Looking good is good business.
Yes, that's part of Islam. You have to look good.
Yes, you have to look presentable.
Ever decent and ever good looking.
Amen.
Exactly.
That's it. So it's all part of it.
Alhamdulillah, we thank God for bringing us back this week.
Yes.
We thank God for health. We thank God for everything, for our presence here. Our very able crew, everybody that's behind the cameras making it possible. So we're back again. Yes. And we're here to do what we know how to do best: share experience, opinion, and just lay it open for you guys to be part of the discussion. Yes. Today we're talking about no other than charity, which is a very integral part of Islam, a very strong way to get to, to the good side of Allah, charity. But when doing charity, there are so many things that come with it, and there's so many junctions where people get confused and they don't know if they are doing the wrong thing or they're doing the right thing by saying no or by saying yes at a certain point. So that's what we want to dissect. And my surgeons are here. I'm sure you are ready.
Yes. Ahmad Oyekan.
Okay. See the way he does, because we never call names. This man
that's put his name in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do the same. Saheed, Osikoya.
Yeah, but do you know if I had called your name before you came?
Well, we don't know, but we have regular viewers. They will know, and we have the new viewers.
Let's do that.
First-time viewers.
Let's do the honors. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Abdul-Ganiyy Fasasi, and I'm on the show with my friend
Ahmad Oyekan, as usual.
He loves it.
Alhamdulillah. And Saheed, Osikoya, also known as Bezo.
So I went head on into the discussion. Pardon my manners. I'm sorry. I thought they had known you. I thought you are very popular already.
No, we're not.
We're
not as popular as you are.
I beg, leave that in. So yes, topic charity. Do you want to lay open? Do you really want to?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi.
Yeah, it's a very interesting topic, and it's a very necessary topic. As you said, charity is an act that is recommended strongly to us Muslims by the Deen. It's highly recommended. I mean, Islam always talks about giving. It's always better to give. Don't be afraid to give. Don't worry about giving. Don't be scared to give. If you give, you will get more.
No, exactly.
Allah will bless you more. So the emphasis is don't give, because Muslims are people of the hereafter. We are not the people of this world. Whatever you accumulate, you're going to leave it here and go. As someone said, always put something in your hereafter account, not your dunya account. And by giving charity, you think it's leaving you, but it's going somewhere else and waiting for you. Exactly. The hereafter account. So when you look at it, you say, I have $1 million, I have $1 billion, I have 100,000 in my account. But what about your hereafter account? What are you putting there? Exactly. It's what you give here that Allah rewards you and keeps for you there, where you need it most. So we should always give, because we always have this fear that if I give, I might not have again tomorrow. Allah was the one that gave you.
Exactly.
And when He gives you, He will give you more. And He's watching, He will give you more. And also, charity has a necessary function in society. It's used to redistribute wealth. Allah has given people, and He's not giving us in the same measure. Some He has given more, some He has given less. Yes. But charity is used to balance that. So the ones that don't have will always get something. So, I mean, Islam is an institution, which I said is a way of life. It covers every aspect of our living: social, relationships, financial, your health, how you address people, how you interact with people. So even the financial aspect, it takes about welfare, social welfare. That's when you see people have social welfare programs. They are on dole, they are on what do you call it in America? They're on welfare schemes. Yeah, that's Islam. We've had our own thousands of years ago, not today that they're just bringing. We've had it. It's through charity. So when you give charity, the one that's compulsory zakat. You give sadaqah.
Yeah.
Allah says if you want a favor from Allah, you're encouraged to go and give. If you want to ask something from Allah, give. If you need a favor from Allah, give. You need help. So that act of giving is encouraged from every little thing you do. Think about your neighbor. Charity begins at home. Don't go to bed when your neighbor is hungry. Share what you have. What is good for one is good for two. What is good for two is good for three. So don't think, no, this is not going to be enough for me. Or, it's only one plate, or this I only have 100,000 now. And this guy is asking me for... No, don't worry about that. You give within your means. Nobody says you give everything you have out. But you should always think of the next person.
What if you do?
Nah, you have to be responsible as a Muslim, because you have to have obligations to you, your family, your immediate, your extended family, and people close to you. So you're encouraged to give as much. There's a level. Islam is a moderate religion. You're not going to say, take everything I have and give it out. No. You give and keep what is needed, necessary for your sustenance and your well-being. That's what. But the thing is that we always have that fear. When people do things, if I give you, I don't know when next I will get. There are some people very wealthy and says, by the time I give, he said it doesn't take up to an hour or something happens. Allah opens another door for me. So I'm not afraid of giving, because I know Allah will always bless me back. So we should always...
I belong to that school of thought. I'm not rich as in quote as what it is.
No,
but I'm just saying, I belong to that school of thought. I believe that no matter what you have or what you let go of, just put your trust in Allah. It will come back in plenty folds.
He says that it will give you manifolds.
But people, this thing is there. They know. People quote it with mouth. They don't do it with actions. But you see, the moment you just decide in your life to go by that creed and work by it, trust me, you will never know what they call wanting again in your life. It's not just about giving money or giving. You can be selfless in sharing your knowledge or reaching out to
your
people.
time, your resources.
Time. And then sometimes, you see, I believe in the positive energy you emit into the society or wherever. You see, you are still going to feed off of it. So it's like you're just helping yourself. So, when I was in school, I would have people that would come to me, come and give us some tutorials and stuff after lecture. And I would quickly, grab the opportunity, because there's something about me. Once I'm teaching you, I'm learning more. It's like it's staying.
Exactly.
Well, I'll take
refreshing.
It's like while it used to be on my desktop, when I'm teaching you, it's going to a permanent folder.
Exactly.
So that's how I rehearse as well and revise. So when I teach them, they don't know that I'm the one using them. So
to practice and
if they don't come and ask me, I don't want to come for tutorials. So, that kind of thing. I think that creed, if you think about it well and apply it to your life, you will never want again. So people think, it's only rich people that give. No.
Thank you, my brother. That's what I say. You don't have to be rich to give.
You don't have to be rich. I used to stroll. I used to walk all the way, when I was going to school. And I'll end up at the gate of the school. I'll see the beggar, and I might have like 15 naira. That's what I was telling you. What if I give everything? It's not like everything that belongs to me. I'm just saying, like, at that point in time, before I go into school, I just give him my last kobo and say, I know I'm testing God, but I want God to, make sure I get back home. I don't care about any other thing. So, and every time I was always worked.
And to be honest, it's not even only about giving money or advice. Seeing someone that is going through problems. A lot of people go through like depression, anxiety, and those things. When you are there for them, giving them advice and the moral support, that's also some form of sadaqah.
Major.
Yes, it's some form of charity. So it's really necessary and helpful, more than even material. Because sometimes your ideas...
It goes a long way. Like, I've had so many people come to me and say, thank you, you saved my life. I was almost about committing suicide. I read your message, you inspired me, you brought me to... so I feel well with myself. Just the same way you said that, when you give, you feel better. I feel so great to myself. Earlier, I was speaking with him. I was showing him a message of someone saying, I saved from committing suicide from just my messages I put up on my social media. And, it really touches me daily when I say, look, I might not have all the money in the world to, like some other people to do charity for people, but with the little way I can, I'm helping and
you're doing your own charity. You're doing your own charity
for people. Most times, even a lot of times when people come to me to ask me for money, I end up, giving them advices and talking to. Even if I'm going to give you, I'll end up talking to you, making you realize that look, you don't have to beg. There's ways. So many people come to me on social media because they always feel like a lot of celebrities give out money on social media. So they come to me and always try to play the card of or give me money. But you know what I do to them? I follow them back. I go in their DMs and I tell them, give them, talk to them, motivate them. At the end of the day, they realize, they say, thank you very much. I actually don't want the money anymore. This is enough for me. This is more than money that you would have given.
There are a lot of people that
even though sometimes I end up giving them money after I give them something. If they ask for maybe 20, I end up giving them like 5 or something. Just at least say, look,
start off with this, manage this.
At least because all of them, I tell a lot of people too. You pray, you say, oh, the other day somebody said something to me about him. He has been eating Gary for past 2 weeks, only Gary every day. That now he's about to write his exam. That the Gary will not let him concentrate in school. I said, what you are saying doesn't make sense. Some people have nothing to eat. I said, look, I'll take you to somewhere where people have nothing.
You don't give them the snappy.
If you give them Gary alone, they're at your feet. And I'm like, so you have Gary. It's something. It's food. You have something to eat, and then you say, oh, it's not.
You see my snappy answer to those guys on social media. You know what I tell them? I say, I'm rock bottom, I want to die. I'm like, how did you get money for credit?
Data to subscribe.
Data. And you're doing good. There are some people, they don't have phone. They don't have phone. Talk less of money for credit. So always look at yourself, from the rock bottom point of view. Don't look at it like...
Don't look up. They said look down.
Yeah.
So you be grateful to Allah for His favors on you.
I'm telling you.
So you look down. Don't only say, what I have is not enough. Say Alhamdulillah for what you have. And the little you have, you share. That's part of the charity. Charity, as I said, is what you just said is just wonderful, my brother Saheed. Because it's the concept we have of charity is that, must have rich, wealthy, like all these billionaires, and I can give a certain point. No. Give your time. Give your energy. Give your advice. Give your resources. That's part of the charity we're doing. You're helping. Yes, you're helping balance people. You are developing people. You are teaching them how to fish.
Instead of giving them fish.
So that is more helpful than even giving him fish.
Okay, let me go to another pointer here, and it is giving and showing. My brother, you need 10K. Oh my God. You always have to reach out to people. Selfie, take it now. Take the 10K. How is that in Islam?
No, that's not.
To be honest, to me, that's not Islam.
No, it's not even permitted in Islam because
it's not permitted.
What they say in Islam is that what the right hand gives, the left hand should not know.
No.
The left hand should not know. So when you are giving people should not know your left hand. So imagine your hand that's always together. You're saying that if this one is giving something, you hide it from this one. How? This one is always about to reach everywhere you can. But you say still hide it. Don't let the left hand know. More or less than when you're taking a selfie and you're posting it. Instead of helping, you're embarrassing and demeaning the guy. You've put him in public. You should hide your brother's shame and his problem. Not publicize it and broadcast his problems out.
No. To be honest, I feel like I say it all the time. I say to people that look, when a lot of people, it's become a culture where now in Nigeria, like when someone is doing birthday,
less privilege,
go to less privilege, call press, call video, take picture, put it on Instagram. And one time I put it up and said, why do people do this? They say, we want to encourage more people to do it. I said, it's fine, but to be honest, I feel that's not encouraging more people to do something. Is you saying you guys should do this. Like now, a friend's birthday is coming up soon, and there's created a flyer and said, look, this charity here, we would love to support them. We're going to donate some money, but you guys can donate to them as well. We didn't have to say, we're donating 50,000 naira. You don't have to say how much you've donated. They do something where they say, give 1,000 people should give 1,000 naira a month. It's a charity organization that does it already. So we partner with them and said, look, we'll promote it. Normally, if in a month they normally get 1,000 people, I guess with our promotion and supporting them, they'll get more than 1,000 people. That's our own form of sadaqah. We don't necessarily have to go there and take pictures. But these are the charity people we help to know.
May Allah forgive us, if we have
our
done
shortcomings.
Our shortcomings, and 'cause for the sake of this gathering, I want to say one or two things, but it might just end up the thing I didn't want to do before. But just to let people know, okay, for instance, let me just say, hypothetically speaking, if you're supposed to celebrate your birthday party at a certain place, you need to understand one thing. Go there, familiarize with them, understand what they want or what they really need. Because it's one thing to go there and reach out, but it's another thing for you to satisfy them. Exactly. If you go to most of those less privileged people's homes, if you go to the store, they are packed for years.
Yes.
They are fully loaded.
They have diary.
For years. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And they already see through all the paparazzi that people come do. The culture that I would want to tell people to try and do is, for instance, okay, I go to a certain less privileged home, that's what they target. You go there and first familiarize with the people. Talk to them. Yeah, this is what they want. They don't want to be the spectacle. They don't always want to be that person that, leave at me and giving, and they always snap at them. So they're tired of that. I've already found out. I've done my research. They want a friend. They want people that they can pick up the phone, call. They too don't want to live a normal life. They don't want to be the ones like that. Being
used as for show. I think it becomes like showcasing.
Exactly.
Become like a public show.
I'm talking like 7 years ago. That's when I did my research. And what I did was I just started looking for, okay, what can I do with this guy? What will sustain our relationship, our friendship? So I reached out to one. He said, I produce music. I said, very good. You produce music. So I started working with him. I would bring him to the studio, wheels reading, most of them, like wheels reading, no limbs. So these guys, they're tired of that way.
Yeah,
so
if somebody's talking to a show, somebody used to come and post for photo, like, like a circus, and, you're talking like a circus act. So when you need it for photo, you now bring in photo shoot, go.
Yeah. So,
I said, they are normal people. They have their needs. Find out. I'm coming back to what you're saying. Everybody goes and gives Indomie, rice, biscuits, soap.
Nobody gives them their number.
You see, what happens? No, it's not even that. Maybe what they need is just simple tap or borehole or something so simple that doesn't cost as much. But because we've bought that preservation and we must stack it.
And they feel like they'll be greedy if they ask
you for that.
I love the fact that as a Muslim, you can look inward, look through the Quran, and you understand. When I'm even exercising, I get this message from this scholar. Is always talking about, being charitable, and then the fact that you don't need to show off, when you're charitable. So, and sometimes some people show off unintentionally, and then they guide us in that way. In case you've been doing it, you need to stop. Having said that, I want us to touch on the fact that there's some people we might be doing wrong giving them, or reaching out to them with charity. So, on what cases do we have to watch out?
You see, the thing is, they said the people that are in need are the ones that don't ask.
Exactly.
The ones that need the most because of self-pride. To come down and beg that, please help me. It's so much for them. As a believer, the one that gives is better than the one that receives. So some people, that pride keeps them in. So we have to go and look. They say, search for the people. It might be your bigad, it might be your someone, your neighbor next door, your driver, someone is around you. Even if it's so close by, you don't know. But they look all right to keep themselves, their dignity, and they don't come and approach you. But this guy, I people ask him, how do you get to work on a salary of 20,000 or 25? I've never thought about it, that some of these guys that live around us at work, there's a salary, can he maintain the lifestyle? The transport alone is what? Okay, you give me 500 naira, that takes me home. So that means you spend 500 naira a day. Or maybe just going, maybe it's coming like 1,000. So if you try 1,000, in the month they spend about 25,000 to 30,000. So that's about 60% of salary. Somebody's salary collects about 50,000. How's he going to feed, pay rent, take care of the kids, family? So some of those things we forget. I said, look, let me go and see the one that's asking me. Go to give the one that's asking, but they say charity begins at home. So look around you. When we go back, look at that your friend, cousin, brother. There's always around, but he never asks. But you need to ask him too, like, bro, how are you doing? What do you do? How are you sustaining yourself? You know, that's part of the sadaqah, to go and look for someone in need.
Exactly, and help.
And help him without, keeping his shame and keeping his dignity.
Okay, so how can you identify who has made it a part and parcel of him or herself to be a corporate beggar? I'm a graduate of botany from University.
I came for a job interview.
I came for a job interview. I'm just surprised. I mean, my wallet was scattered away. They speak better English.
I just need like 1,000 to just get back home.
Do you know there's a guy, every time I come back from school, struggling in my own pocket, I'll see him at the bus stop and he'll be like, oh, can I just have like the first day I gave him. The next day he came again, the same story. I'm like, you don't remember me? My guy.
He doesn't remember.
They don't remember.
Let me tell you the shocking one. There was a guy I used to beg in front of a hotel, just by the gate. I know when they're going to give you the ticket to come in or write your number, the tag. And he's always there with his crutches and everything. Mostly we wear his white tajian. But the arms were huge, man. So I was like, I thought maybe it was from the pressure of the crutches and everything, and so it's built up the upper arm. Fine. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Speak to you about you, greet you. I'm not a fan of public whatever. So the first time, the next time I said, okay, bro, no problem. Waiting for me at the end of the week. Inside the hotel, they had this game arcade where they play game. That time, I just finished school myself. So it's not as if I had so much. I was just managing myself to whatever they give you. I just give this guy. And before I go to the arcade, I have to save some money so I can. Lo and behold, I entered the arcade and I saw my guy at the gate sitting down on top of the arcade and playing game. I said, La ilaha illallah. Playing game. I said, you are playing game? So he didn't see me because I walked in behind him. And I tapped. I said, well done, no. So when you come and ask guys, you have so much that you come and play game with it. Extra. Yeah, so you have too much. So from that day on, I say,
there's some strategic.
So we have to be careful of people like that. I mean, if you have someone once, no problem. But second time, no, we can't be taking for a ride. You tell him, bro, this is not good for you.
And there's some strategic ones that are very close to embarrassment as well. You see, they stay at the proximity to some, like for instance, you are at the ATM machine and they're just right there. They're just waiting. As you just collect, if you say, I know get.
No, I'll give an example. When you want to pay for fuel, at Felix, so as soon as you're taking the money out, the guys just come to your window like, bro, you can give me some space. So he's asking me, I said, I can't give you my fuel money. You can say I want to pay for fuel. So you see, I've seen your wallet, you taking out, so give me that one.
But when they're in the traffic, they watch out for you. If you have to spell at your, they always reach out,
Assalamu alaikum.
Because they always see the Muslim as the more charitable ones.
If you're not needy and you go about pretending you're needy, preventing real needy people from
you will be really needy. All right, so we'll be right back. It's been a very interesting topic, I must say. Bizu, I'm going to have you say like 2 more things because I know that your mouth has been itching to say 1 or 2 things. You are so experienced in that vein. So we'll be right back on Metromale. Do not go anywhere. We're still talking about charity and Islam. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Metromale, Sound Sultan, right here with my brothers in the den.
Ahmad Oyekan, as usual.
Still here, Saheed, Osikoya, a.k.a. Bizzle.
I'm giving you guys enough airtime to air your names out and be more popular. Let's start with Bizzle. Do you want to first share your experience on charity? I've been bashed online. I saw something online. I was driving into a certain hotel. I was in traffic and then some guy knocked on my. I was like, boss, I don't get much. Just make I try. You get POS. He say, no. Okay, make I. But the guy kept insisting. I'm like, see, I pointed, I showed him. I just come from party, then spray me. See money here. That's small change. Did you want it? That was why I asked him, like, see, now what did I give you that? He said, "Na card that they will." So he said, "Okay, boss, one down." And I gave it to him. Then I walked to my windscreen and
Through the money.
threw the money on my windscreen. Like, I was not looking at that guy like, you guy, you're a bad guy. Because I asked you, if you think you don't reach your level, if I don't leave him now. So next thing, I just snapped it. Like, the thing was lying on my windscreen. I snapped it. And then I put a post up. I said, this is what exactly happened. And I reported the case. I'm like, please, my people, you just need to, I was just using it to inspire a lot of people. Don't expect anything from anybody. And when you finally reach out to them, don't expect a certain, if they don't do up to what you expect, it's not their fault. And I already asked this guy, the guy still came back. He was on Instagram too. He just said,
Really?
yes. So this, I was just laughing and I DM'd him. I spoke to this brother. And eventually he now begged. He was now begging me that.
Sorry for what you've done.
Because it was, the other guy saw him. I was like, look at you, look at what you are collecting. Are you a beggar? So that's why he came out. And,
Isn't that being?
Yeah. So have you been in that kind of situation?
I mean, so many times on the internet, I get bashed from people who you don't want to help, you're just making all this money, blah, blah, blah. And I said, look, I tell people that, look, a lot of you judge people based on what you see on the internet.
I don't know.
I have my own problems. I have my own family problems. I have bills to take care of, things like that. If you see me traveling and things like that, it's me rewarding myself because I feel like I need a break. Like everybody knows, every hardworking person knows sometimes you need a break.
You need to take a break.
If you don't take a break, it will affect you.
Break down.
You can break down. I mean, not you can, you will eventually break down. So when you see someone traveling, and most people, I think because of the society we are in, once they see you going abroad, they say,
bring something from you.
You have gone somewhere. Not even a matter of bring something from you, just feel, you are rich, a big man, you can travel.
You don't know how you paid for the ticket.
You don't know
who paid for your ticket.
You don't know for the free ticket. You don't know, okay, if I go to London, I'm going to go and sleep on the floor in my friend's house. You don't know, you don't know all these things. You just judge someone based on the fact that, and it's like you said, to the guy that got angry for you giving him, I don't know how much money you gave him, but then they need to realize that I worked hard for my money. You come to me for help. This is what I can afford to give you right now. If it's not fine by you, you move on. And the thing about it is that a lot of people do not understand. Even us, as guys doing well, we have breakdowns. And then when eventually, somebody comes and says, I'm pray to Allah for help. And you pray to Allah for help, and maybe you did a job of 10 million, but you only get 1 million. That 1 million, you manage it, and you in a way that it can last you till more comes. Most of these guys, I said, look, I tell people, money that I get free usually never lasts.
Never lasts.
Because unless I work, it's money that I worked hard for that will last. Because when you get the money free or you get the money too easy,
you don't appreciate it.
You don't appreciate it. You spend it easy. Okay, so I said it was this guy. I said, okay, look, we'll give you 5K. What are you going to do with 5,000 naira? First things first. I said, Baba, I'll buy data. That's your problem. But you claim to be hungry, but the first things first is to buy data. Why? So that you can be online and pose and take pictures. It doesn't make any sense. There was some other person too. Oh, it was her birthday coming up. I noticed because I pay a lot of attention to people, and I noticed, like, I started seeing her tweets and her Instagrams. There were sad notes and things like that. So, I reached out. I said, because a lot of people, you claim to people to be your friends, but you can't tell. Someone is your friend, you should be able to tell that, look, this person is going through something, and there's something wrong with this person. So I reached out to her. I said, what's the problem? Like, I noticed your tweets have been funny lately, and, things like that. So she goes to me, oh, my birthday is coming up, that, that I'm broke, I don't have money, blah, blah, blah. So I said, what do you need money for your birthday? She said, I want to buy a new dress, I'm going to go to dinner, I'm going to take my friend. I said, so you need money to take your friends to dinner and buy a new dress? I even thought maybe you wanted to use the money for something. I said, look, so you want to go to dinner and take your friends. You take your friends to dinner, they eat finish. At the end of the day, you buy a new dress, you take pictures for Instagram and Snapchat. The next day you are broke. You have no money else. So, like, what sense does that really make?
That's the question.
Like, a lot of people, they claim to be...
I need, but
they don't...
It's not easy. The difference between...
They are in want.
They are in want. There's not difference between need and want. That's why we say look for the needy, not the want. The ones have... Anybody that's giving something and is not grateful is an ungrateful person. Because nobody owes you anything.
Exactly.
Charity depends on the person, on the mind of the giver. If he gives you something, be grateful for it. Anybody that's not grateful to the person that's given, because it's Allah that sent that person to you, so you are not grateful to God. And if Allah gives you, you don't command, or you don't command Allah. Allah gives you what He believes is good for you, and you'll be grateful for whatever He gives you. So it's like saying you're not grateful to God, you're ungrateful. And the believer is not ungrateful. So for somebody to take money, you're giving something you didn't ask, you didn't work for, it doesn't belong to you, and someone has given out of his own voluntarily, I now come back and throw it at the window. That's the highest form of being ungrateful. So that's not the behavior of a believer, and that's not the behavior of someone that is in need. That's not. There are people are not in need. You see, people have become professional beggars. I mean, it's unfortunate, we have to say the truth. It's a lot of people that you've been meeting and expressing, there's that facade, oh, I'm in need. What do you need? Somebody said to me some time back, oh, you start getting the tone. They start being nice, and next thing is start turning towards the money. I'm having problems, I'm having this. And I started saying, okay, then what's the problem? Oh, I want to go to Abuja. Okay, well, for a job interview, I have been called. And I said, okay. Then the person sent me a message. I did not reply because I was busy. And the next message I got was, I don't understand what's going on, but I've never asked you for money before. Why are you? I said, bro, bros, you don't know me. You don't know my problems. I'm not putting out to you. You don't know what I'm planning. Maybe I was trying to reach out something, and you're just going and I don't owe you anything. You're posing for me and you're being aggressive with me. I said, it's not, I don't owe you anything. If I don't have, I'll tell you sorry, I don't have, and pray to God to bless you. Okay, and I said, okay, what's the problem now? You need the money to go to Abuja. Okay, plane ticket. I said, really? Wow. I said, your problem is it to get to Abuja or to fly to Abuja? Because you really need to go up to Abuja, even if it's by bus or by nearest form of transportation, you will ask for that. Just to get you to that important job, but you want to fly to Abuja. I said, your problems are plenty. It's not getting to Abuja, it's the way you want to get to Abuja. Whatever I can help you, this is what I can help you with. It's better for you to say, boss, can you give me some of your time or advice? Or how did you do this? So I can learn from you.
No, some people, they'll tell you that you don't understand. Like you were not in rock bottom before. They always say that, right? When we want to reach out to you,
have problem.
Some of us, you're not going to understand. I'm like, how would you say I won't understand? Do you know where I'm coming from? Did I tell you my own story? You think you're having it bad? Do you understand what I'm saying? So
let me just chip in. I mean, people just think that people just were born with skilled people are just flying high and was just all good. A Muslim has dignity. Please, a Muslim has dignity. You see, people start stigmatizing Muslim with begging. You beg on the road. Look, they said the person that begs on the day of judgment, there will be no flesh on his face.
Exactly.
There will be no flesh on his face.
So do you think Islam encourages that?
It definitely does. They say there's dignity in labor.
Do you think Muslims encourage that?
Muslims don't. Maybe being charitable, some people are saying exploiting that.
You need to, pronounce and maybe back it up with one or two Islamic quotes from the Quran, if you have, so that we have the wealth of knowledge to be able to guide you aright. Now, first thing is, you see, like we said, these guys that come to you, how do you differentiate who's genuine and who's not? You understand what I'm saying? How do you differentiate?
No, I mean, we don't have the knowledge of the unseen. It's only Allah that has the knowledge of the unseen, so you don't know.
Zakat, should we recap on that? Zakat and Sadaqah.
No, Zakat is fixed and it's a injunction from Allah. You get me? For people that have a certain limit amount of money, certain conditions, and it's applicable to them, it's a must, compulsory. But Sadaqah is something you give all the time. It's charity, it's your own volition, and it's not restricted to money. It's anything that you can give out, so that's Sadaqah. So for even people that give Zakat, they're encouraged to give Sadaqah too. And if you cannot give Zakat, you're encouraged to give Sadaqah too. And as my brother said, it's not only material things.
Can you tell us what's the percentage of your income that you...
For Zakat? It's supposed to be 2.5%, but of course it has a nisab, it has a level. You understand me? You have to take some amount of money I have kept that I'm not using, which is excess. So it's you're being charged 2.5% of the excess. So I have to keep something on a certain number of days all year round, Whether
you can exceed that if you just want.
Yes, you can exceed that if you want. But the rule is 2.5% of that nisab. And for each place, they determine what the nisab is. That's okay, look, because there are things like inflation, recession, and all those affect, So there are measures you look at ways and say, okay, there's some people use a mudu of this, of millet, 10 mudus, So they're trying to find the equivalent of that now. and say, okay, this is what you need to. That's the equivalent of what you should pay and stuff. So, but for people that cannot give, you're always encouraged to give sadaqah. They said even a smile is charity.
Exactly.
So it doesn't cost you anything. Make it put a smile on your brother's face or your sister's face. It's charity. Make him feel good. You know, I might not have money to give somebody, but good word will make him feel better.
Too much.
Good words will make him feel better.
Course,
you know, try to, okay, I don't have a brother. What is your problem? This, I can't give you this now. I don't have myself. But say something good to him, inspire him, you know, make him feel better that he came. And that might even be better for him than that money he came for.
Charity indeed.
Yes, so let's find a way of giving charity. It's free of charge. It's free of charge. For those that have, give more. For those that don't, give little what you have.
Please do not cultivate that attitude or the habit of always begging. I want to tell you, you know, life, our needs and our wants come in different levels. You might look at this person that, oh, he's established, this guy has everything going on for him. But he might be in need too. He might be in dire need, even maybe more than you. to elevate from that level, and then he would need something at that point in time. You see, I've always, you know, been from that creed, like I said, and I hate, you know, I hate asking. I've created that kind of attitude that even when it comes to corporate, you know, corporate things like, okay, we are going to have to write proposal and then go to these guys. If we go once and I sense a cold shrug or something, you know, there are so many times that Ceci will be like, "Go, you have to do." I'm like, no, I don't feel like, you know, it's not pride, it's nothing. It's just the habit that I've made depend more on Allah.
Thank you. That's what I said. Ask of Allah. Allah is not going to come down and give it to you. He's going to get somebody or something.
Exactly. And I believe that if you are hardworking, Allah will always reward you. I tell people, I said, look, Allah will never ever leave you suffering.
You know what they say? This is the verse in the Quran that says, he who depends on Allah is like a bird that flies out in the morning. He doesn't know where his meal is going to be, but by the end of the day, in the evening, he comes back filled up.
You see, my brothers, we can talk from now till tomorrow. Next tomorrow, the people that will hear. The ones that will think begging is the way, we still continue, but may Allah help us all.
Yeah. Like, you know, I read something today, just sorry to cut you short, I read something today saying that, you know, it's free to give out advice. But the funny thing about it is that a wise man usually never needs it, and a foolish man will never take it.
Never ever take it.
So we'll be right back. Let's not be among the foolish ones.
Amen. So we'll be right back on Metromale. Do not go anywhere. Sit by your remote and hold it like there's glue on it. We'll be right back. Assalamu alaikum. If you are just joining us, if you are not, then you are about to be entertained again and educated about Islam. My name is Aljannah Fasasi, Abdul-Ganiyy, and you are welcome to Metromale. And I have my usual suspects, like I call them, my brothers in the deen.
Alhamdulillah, Ahmad, Oyekan.
And
Saheed, Osikoya, a.k.a.
Bizo. Worldwide. Worldwide Bizo. So we were talking about charity and Islam, and I guess this is the segment where we round up and we summarize and also lend our advice to our brothers in the deen and anybody that's watching us from anywhere in the world. We're talking about charity and charitable deeds, and of course the benefits of charity right now is what I want us to look into.
Thank you, my brother. It's good topic. We're not claiming to be perfect people here. We're not claiming to be sheikhs or muftis here. We're just young Muslim men sharing our opinions and
ideas
and experiences. You know, and trying to see how we can affect people's lives positively, and also we learn from your feedbacks and your opinions we get. And we really enjoyed it. So please keep sending your feedback.
We're not perfect. We didn't claim to be perfect.
We're not, please.
We have to put that out there.
Please.
I might be picture perfect.
We're just normal, ordinary people striving to be better Muslims.
Inshallah.
You know, so back to what you were saying, the benefit of charity. The benefit of charity is so much. You know, as my brother has been saying, each time you do something charitable, you feel good. There's that spiritual cleansing. You know, you cleanse yourself. You know, you've given for the sake of Allah. You're doing for the sake of Allah. You know, there are some acts that Allah says it's for Him, not for you. Fasting is for me. Charity is for me. You know, it's not for you. When you do it, you are doing it for me. So when you do it for me, you feel that inner glow, that you feel that goodness in you, that I've done something charitable.
Most definitely.
You know, and also, as I said, charity helps to balance societal inequalities. You know, as I said, Allah has not given everybody equally. So when you give charity to someone in need, you've helped provide and solve the person's problem. He is not going to go to the next person and be a bother. You know, so you've taken care of a problem. One problem solved in the immediate environment and society. So whatever the problems are, it's taken care of. Alhamdulillah for that. So it's, if we can take care of each other's problems, problems will reduce. Temptations will be out of there. Desperation or despair will not come in. You know, as Allah will not come down. Allah will use people. So let us be an agent that Allah will use. Yes, of change. So the benefits are immense. You help somebody, you take him out of his problems. You know, he prays for you.
That is what I.
You know, you live. You see, as I said, when the person dies, you will be left alone. Your deeds, and what is it that can keep giving you good deeds? It's that fruit that you've planted that keeps giving to the day of judgment. Before you left, that charitable deed you've done for someone, that the person is praying for you. That's what keeps your book of deeds is short. But those charitable deeds you do, keep on going into it on the day of judgment. You help a masjid. You help them build a well. You planted a tree. People are using the shade. You gave books. People are benefiting. You give advice, and that idea became something else. And people are benefiting from it. The person gave the idea. No, so it's going on. It's a ripple effect in society. You don't even know about it where it stops. That's the thing about charity. You don't know where that. I give somebody.
Likewise, a bad deed. That's how. As a chain reaction.
Yes, chain reaction. I give someone that has a problem. He too is giving someone that has a problem from that one. You don't know. The same person is giving another person that has a problem. You've solved the problem. You've solved so many problems. I think I only solved one problem. And maybe in the Yom Al-Qiyamah, one deed you gave is planted so many and people are benefiting. So this is the barakah of charity. You take care, you don't know where it ends. It's never ending. You know, so let's give, as I said, hereafter account. Let's put it inside. So that when we get there, it will be full.
Yes, sir.
Ameen.
Ameen.
Thank you so much, Jazakumullah. We thank you, our people, for watching us and for enjoying this banter and our own share of our experience. Please, do you have anything to tell them before we?
I mean, directly I have to say is just, you know, as Muslim brothers and sisters, let's try as much as possible not to beg. Let's try as much as possible to find ways to support each other, even if you do not have. Look for call to Allah for prayer. You know, go on your knees. You know, Allah answers your prayer when you're in sujood. You know, He answers your prayer. Just talk to Him and tell Him your heart desires. He will listen to you. He has not brought us to this dunya to suffer, because this dunya is just a test. It's temporary. It is what builds us for the hereafter. So we need to make sure that we do things right and perfect in this dunya. And like he said also, let's do a lot of good deeds that we're banking in our accounts in the hereafter. And may Allah continue to make it easy for us all and continue to guide and protect us.
Ameen.
Ameen. Thank you so much. Usual suspects. I like to call them that. My brothers in the deen.
Oh yeah, before we go, please, I hope they'll be able to show your outfits, because you are looking different today. Model-like.
Brother, this
are you
is how I
being a
woke
model?
up. This is how I woke up.
No, it looks
I woke up like this.
You're considering the shoes, the
I
pants,
woke
everything.
up like
Model
this.
look.
My brother, don't let me.
This is how Muslim men should look, though. It's, Muslim men should always look good.
They said I should stand up. My fans. Oh my God.
Please, stand up. Let them look, show you.
Okay. Check this out.
You know, Muslim men should always look good and presentable.
We should always look
I mean,
good.
I think you should come around. Let
Thank
them,
you.
know.
This is a fashion parade. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Bizu, are you going to manage my modeling
Of course,
career?
I can be your manager for the fashion side.
Thank you.
Let's build your portfolio.
Thank you. Stop hailing me. It's a lie.
You
guys
good
don't look
Muslim man.
You guys don't look bad yourself. But if I tell you to now do your own couch work now.
No, please. You know we are not six-pack like you. We have one pack.
So what, my brother,
One pack or six pack.
a Muslim brother always looks good.
Yes.
And looks decent. We're not saying you have expensive clothes or anything, but look decent, clean.
Look decent, clean.
clean.
You don't necessarily
Let me
have to wear
add this
expensive
one.
clothing.
When you come to the mosque, please get your best clothing to the mosque. I don't want to
shower and use mosque.
to the mosque.
Use mosque to the masjid. Shower, smell good. Trim your nails. Trim your beard. Always look presentable and think of the person next to you, because that's also charity. You being presentable and smelling nice. You don't want the next person in the mosque
you don't want to be offensive. Yeah.
When the person in the mosque is holding his breath throughout because of the stank from you. So please always try to.
Thank you for giving us your piece of advice. And on that note, we come to the end of yet another interesting episode of Metromale. That is us, Metromale.
And from here we say,
Ma salam.